All right, all right, all right, all right. Hey, Ryan Lomberg's already here. Hey, bud, how are you doing, huh? All right. So let's get this camera situated a little bit better here, huh? All right, that'll have to do. That'll have to do this. Get my chair in better position. I gotta get better at previewing these things. All right, so we finally got some real games, man. We really finally got some real games. Huh? Hey, Ryan. So I seen you got engaged, huh? I was married for 24 years. If you need any advice, let me know. Hey, guys, Rosato. Rosato's here. Anthony Manzano. I like that. That's a good Italian name. Huh? I like that. All right. How you doing, buddy? Thanks for coming out. Huh? All right. So I called the score in the pregame. I did the I'm doing the recap tonight. I'm doing a little bit differently. You know what I mean? It's going to be kind of a work in progress doing recaps for the other teams. But the Dolphin recaps are going to be very, very similar to the Panther ones. I even have a fight song that it should be done. I contracted with a guy on Fiverr. I have a fight song for the Dolphins that's going to be very similar to the Panthers one. It's going to be really, really catchy, just like the other one was. Hey, Bud the Monkey, how you doing, huh? Oh, you're not. You know what? That's interesting, Anthony, because my grandfather actually was born in the Basque area, so that's interesting. It sounds like a very Italian name. My mother's side is full Italian, Scotese, right? Not quite the Martin Scorsese, but Scotese, just with the T. So. Yeah, so I got the best of both worlds, right? I'm Basque with Italian, man. But I like that name, man. That's a good name. Oh no, Bud the Monkey, we're already where the hell is One Bad Steve? Hey Bud, when One Bad Steve shows up, you can go back to being nice again, right? All right, go Jets, go. All right, so what I said in the pregame is 41-17 Tampa Bay. Anybody disagree? Anybody disagree with that? 41-17 Tampa Bay. What a terrible game they served us up. Now I'm sure Dallas is going to make a good go of it, but this is the question we all want to know, Rosato. Is he actually Ryan Lombard? What we'll do is we'll have to get Ryan Lomberg on the show, and we'll see if he's really the real Ryan Lomberg or not. It would be what do you got, 49-0 Cowboys? Come on, man. No, the Cowboys are going to make it interesting. The first half, they're going to have some wishful thinking, like a 24-10, 24-14, and they're going to think maybe they could do it. But it's just a lousy game to start off with. But it's my first ever NFL recap, so I'm going to try not to screw it up too bad. Boy, the views on the videos that I've been doing for football, they're terrible. They're really bad, guys. I'm used to my hockey videos doing pretty good, and the video I put out yesterday for the NFL predictions, it's been out for like 26 hours. It's got 30 views. And for anybody, you all know that's not good. That's not good. It's a shame, Ryan. We were going to get you. We'll still get you on the show. Do you look like Ryan Lombard? Do you look? Yeah, let me see here. We got a hockey question, which is fine. I don't mind hockey questions during the football stream. You know what I mean? It doesn't bother me. So let's see. Do I think the Panthers end up making a trade during the deadline for a top pairing defenseman? I don't know about a top pair, but I've been feeling all along the way that there's a good chance that we will get somebody during to be a top four defenseman. You know what I mean? That's been my thinking process the entire time. I think it will come at the expense of Toronto, though, because there's not a whole lot of money there, and we know we're not going to be able to resign Vetrano. So if any of the kids, Dianasenko, Heponiemi, if any of the kids show enough scoring prowess that we could replace Vetrano, I wouldn't be surprised to see Vetrano get moved for a top 4 guy. Ekholm. Yeah, Ekholm. That's the guy. That's the guy. Absolutely, man. Oh, here we go, Nerful. All right. Dolphins are going 0-17. See, now that's not right, man. That's not right. Dolphins are going 10-7. They're going to win a playoff game, right? Dolphins are going 10-7. You know what I mean? Let's see. During the season, we might get Giordano or Manson. Giordano, I wouldn't mind. But as everybody else says, we need to extend Barkov first because we need to know what we're working with money-wise. You know what I mean? It's a good point, but there's 18 games now. That'll be the one game we win, right, Nerful? We're gonna go 1-17. You know, the only thing the most important thing that can happen this weekend, okay, is Kansas City needs to lose because, and you guys know this when I said this in the video, the fact that what's his name, Mahomes, which I do not like, he rubs me the wrong way. The fact that he came out and says, "Oh, we're trying to go undefeated," I don't like that. I don't like it whatsoever. You know what I mean? So I hope they lose game 1. And you guys are right. It is 17 games. It was 16. Now it's 17. I think they wanted 18 at some point, but that's a good point. Yeah, it's 17 games, right? I hope I didn't screw up any other records like yesterday when I did the preview. The Jets won't even score 17 points this year, but let alone go 17-0. Anthony, no, I don't want anything to do with Deshaun Watson, and I tell you why. He's not going to be playing this year. And I don't know, man. Look, I'm the kind of guy that's like innocent till proven guilty, and everybody deserves a second chance and everything like that. And it does seem like there's some piling on, right? Like 22, I think, girls now. I mean, I'm not saying they're lying, but that's a lot. That's a lot of times to repeat the same type of behavior. So either he's really getting piled on, or there's a real problem there. And either way, I just don't feel like the Dolphins need anything to do with it. I just don't feel like we need to do anything there. I think if Tua isn't the guy, I think, to be honest, I don't think we'll find that out this year. I would be surprised if they only gave him the 1 year. Look at how long we gave Tannehill. Really, if you look at it and realistically, we should have just built this team and kept Tannehill, and we'd be good right now. Not that we're not good, but Tannehill has shown that quarterback wasn't really our problem. Just my thoughts. But did I watch any of the preseason games? I did not watch them live, but I saw enough of the preseason games, watching them in the condensed games and everything like that. It's hard to get a gauge on anything during the preseason because, especially like the offensive line. So how many years have we watched the offensive line be good during the preseason and then suck in the regular season? This year they kind of sucked during the preseason, so I'm hoping that means they'll be good in the regular season. All right, I'm a little bit behind in the chat. Let me see. Anthony says, "You've been buying the table instead of for you're banging the table, right? Instead for trading your Watson go after Rodgers." We're seeing eye to eye there. Rodgers is going to want, he might be available next year. Don't be shocked if he is. I think this year you just got to give Tua. The full year. How, you know what I mean? Look, people are like, I've never seen pressure like this. The kid was what, 7-4 last year? Let me see. Fitzpatrick was 3-3. So, excuse me. No, Tua was what, 7-3, right? And I know that he struggled and he had to be taken out a couple of times, but he wasn't healthy all the way. And we just got to give this kid a year, man. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? me see. Anthony says, I think what happened was going 10-6 last year, raise our expectations instead of going right. Well, that could be. That's been a little thought in the back of my head right now that maybe we did that one year before too, a few years back. I think it was with Philbin, where we won a few more games than we should have. I may be wrong there, but I think this is a 10-win team. I think if everything goes right, if the wide receivers have to stay healthy, that more than anything is the biggest thing. The offensive line has to at least be good, doesn't have to be great, and the wide receivers have to be healthy. And to me, the bigger problem is not so much if Tua is the guy or not, the offensive line, because we built this offensive line. These are the guys on purpose, right? This isn't like the new staff came in and they kept this guy and kept that running a couple of veteran stopgap type of players. This is the offensive line on purpose. They better be good. They've got to at least be good this year. They don't have to be great, but they've got to at least be good. Hey, Raven, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. All right, so what do we got now doing? Even though, okay, you guys are talking hockey. That's good. Yeah, look, doesn't development camp start tomorrow? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong there. I'm going to put the glasses on and look that up. Doesn't it start tomorrow? I'm off of the chat there for a second. Let me check this, guys. Development, camp, not league, camp. Yeah, September 10th. So, geez. So basically, football starts today and development camp starts tomorrow. So that's hockey videos. All right, I'm glad I looked at that because I got to go pick up Matthias tomorrow. So I'm going to have some scheduling screw-arounds. I have to switch my scheduling around. Lundell's already making friends in SoFlo. Yeah, that's good. I'm telling you, every single thing I've heard about Lundell has been positive. Everybody I know that has seen him play and they know hockey, they are saying he's the real deal. So, yeah, but I think Stu's going to be, I'm recording with him tomorrow at noon, so I don't think he'll be there tomorrow. But, yeah, content, guys. Today is the last day. Well, I guess between the live stream and the recap, it'll be 2 videos. It's going to be 2-3 videos a day, basically, until they raise the cup. And then I'm going to take 2 weeks off. You know what I mean? I'm going to take 2 weeks off. When the cup is done, I'm taking 2 weeks off. But until then, we'll see how long my voice holds out. But it's going to be 2-3 videos a day because I got to do both. Hey, Frank, you think I got the – no, man. Hey, this is what I got. Frank. I've got a couple other Dolphin jerseys, but the Lyme disease. This is from when Marino played. That's how old this is. This is not a knockoff. This is from back in the day. So it fits me because I was a lot smaller then. But all of my Dolphin jerseys that I bought like in the last 15 years, I lost 30, 40 pounds with the Lyme. So everything is too big. So what I have to do is I'm gonna get together a couple of the nicer jerseys. Like I've got a nice Jason Taylor, but it's too big. It's like a bucket over me. So I'm gonna see if I can trade with somebody or sell them to get jerseys in that fit better, right? But no, Frank. Hey, look. This is the deal. It's gonna be a challenge for my brain cells to go between hockey and football, and even in the live streams, there'll be hockey and football questions. So it's gonna be a challenge to see. While I have enough for you guys here, real quick, I'm begging and I'm pleading and I'm begging and I'm begging. When you guys see me put out a football video, please go to YouTube and share it because the views on the football are so bad that it's dragging down the views on the hockey because the algorithm thinks nobody's watching the videos. So I really need help. You guys see me put out a football video, even if you don't have a chance to watch it, just please share it from YouTube so it gets sent out there more because, like I said, yesterday's prediction videos got like 30 views, and that's not good. I need zeros after that. You know what I mean? So any help that way is appreciated. All right, let's see. Yeah, Frank, I know you say you're referring to the. You thought I was a Jets. No, yeah, that's funny. That's funny, Frank. You're a funny guy, huh? No, for the right amount of money, I will sing Jets, 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 Jets. As you guys know, for anything for money, you know what I mean? Speaking of Rich, real quick, Fluffy's doing pretty good. We went to the river today. He got in and out of the van. Okay, he's starting to learn how to use the ramp. And I gave him another massage today. He's doing a little bit better. He still gets pretty sore after the river, so it's not going to be the everyday to the river anymore. Right now, I'm going to try 1 day on and 2 days off to give his body time to recuperate. But he was at the river. He was happy. He was howling. So as you can tell, that puts me in a better space. Who's going to offer sheet tippet? All right, bud. So you've been throwing around the offer sheet tippet there. Frank, who I got today? $41.17. I mean, is there anybody who really thinks the Cowboys? Is there anybody who really thinks Cowboys can win this? I think they will keep it close in the first half. I'm thinking like 24-14 in the first half. But Tampa's too good. But this was just an absolute sacrifice. You know, the Cowboy fans, they get a primetime game, and this is what they get. You know, not nice. But I'm gonna enjoy watching it. I'm gonna enjoy it. It's been a while, man. You know, we haven't had a non-pressure game, right? You know, all the games we were watching for the Panthers, all that time was pressure. So it's nice to just sit back and just chill. And I'm doing a recap for this game. So I'm going to try to do the same format that I've been doing for hockey, which I do the video, you know, after the first quarter, halves and everything like that. We'll see how it goes. And then Sunday, live stream before the game and another recap. So it's going to be good. Let's see. For week one of the NFL, who are my locks? I'm actually going to be doing a video Saturday, Anthony. Thank you for asking that, by the way. On Saturdays, I will be coming out with my picks. I'm going to do a video for them. So, and they will include Sunday's games, Monday game, and the following week's Thursday game. I think that's how I'm going to do it. I don't know. But, yeah, Saturdays anyway, I'm going to come out every Saturday, and I'm going to have a pick video. So stay tuned for that because I haven't done all the research for that. All I know is the Chiefs are losing and the Dolphins are winning. Those are the two picks right now that I've got. Let's see. Do it tomorrow. I need to put your picks. Raven, man, you don't want my advice. You don't want my advice. Actually, you do want my advice. When I come out with my picks, that tells you who to not pick. All right. I'm a homer. I'm notoriously bad at picks, but it'll make for good entertainment for everybody to come on after the video and laugh at me for how bad I am. As long as the Chiefs lose and the Dolphins win, that's what you know what I mean. That's where we're good at. All right, let's see. We're reading an article talking about gambling for week one of the NFL season. They said to stay away from the 49ers because of the point spread. It's normally not that. I haven't seen that. Yeah, I see that, Raven. I see that. The Dolphins are going to beat the Patriots. The Patriots are not as good as everybody's making them out to be. They're not as good. What did I pick them yesterday? I think I picked them to go 9-8. I don't have the paper in here. This whole thing with the Patriots and Mac Jones and all of that, it's just they can just blow it. They can just blow it. Okay. All right, let's see, Frank. Low key pulling for the Cowboys because I was in San Antonio for a day. My uncle actually was in San Antonio. He used to live down there, but I never went to visit him. I went to that mall where there's like the river in the middle of the mall. I was in basic training. In the middle of basic training, they give you a day off, and we went to the mall and putzed around and everything like that. I would love to look. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see Dallas pull the upset. There would be nothing would make me happier to be standing there at 11:30 midnight tonight, whenever it is, and jumping up and down and being happy that that Tampa lost just because of Brady. But the odds of that happening are pretty slim. Tip it for Yandel. Tip it for Yandel. All right. Tip it's on that second line, guys. I talked to Coach today. He guaranteed me. The quote he gave me was, "I'm sick and tired of your bitching. Don't worry. Owen's on line too." That's the quote he gave me. So you heard it here first. All right, let's see. Mac Jones to you is a stronger version of Chad Pennington. Yeah, look, he's not going to be bad. I think he's going to be good. He's not going to be Brady, but this was not a good matchup for him to come out and start up against the Dolphins defense. Dolphins defense is too good, especially in the secondary. We're really, really good at disguising our coverages. We don't have a tremendous pass rush, so that's going to help. The concern for me in this game for the Dolphins is the running game, and if New England can run it down our throats. I was not happy that we got rid of McKinney. I get it, because we need versatile linebackers, but I wasn't happy about that. Nobody should be thrilled about that. That is a big roll of the dice, especially when we're going up against a team like the Patriots. Belichick's going to try to run the ball down our throats. Don't be shocked there. Mac Jones is going to have 15, 17 attempts, in my opinion. He's not going to expose him. They're going to try to run the ball down our throats. So the Lightning will offer sheet Tippett and turn him into Kucherov. Oh, can you imagine like an offer sheet battle going on between the Panthers and the Lightning? That would just be a beautiful thing. Let's just put it this way, okay? Dougie, especially Doug, but, Vincent too, Viola, those guys don't like to lose, okay? It's kind of come out. It came out about the whole offer sheet with KT. I still can't say his name. The whole thing came out where, what's the guy, owner's name? Tom Condon, we're going to call him, where he basically demanded that the GM, put the offer sheet together that way and with the $20 signing bonus. So that's an example of an owner getting in his own way. And if anybody actually did offer sheet a Panther player and we got taken, I wouldn't want to be on the revenge end of what Viola and Sifu would do, because those guys, they don't like to lose. They do not like to lose. In order for Holland to win Defensive Rookie of the Year this year, what do his snaps and starts have to be, and as well as his interception stats? That might be tough. Look, I don't think he's going to be in a position to win and get the stats that way because of how good our corners are. I mean, look, I would love to see him play that well. If the kid cannot somehow knock off 5-6 interceptions, I mean, that would be a hell of a rookie season, right? But I just don't know how much of an opportunity he's going to get because, our corners, don't get beat a whole lot. I think Holland's going to be, I think, how good is he going to be in run support? Like we talked about with the Patriots trying to run the ball against us, all right? When you've got, unless you've got elite wide receivers, our corners are going to be able to take care of things. We're going to have to take chances with the safeties. Is he going to be good in run support? Because I think we're going to need him. Koka Niemi. So the T is silent? Is that what you're telling me, bud? Because I can say Koka Niemi. That I can say. But I've heard people say Kotka Niemi, and that's where I get screwed up with the T. Mike. Hey, Mike, good to see you, bud. I appreciate you coming out. That was good. I appreciate it, man. I'm going to get to the other questions there, but I see Mike also asked about Fluffy. Thank you for asking. Silent T, bud. Okay, thank you. Koka Niemi. I can say his name now. Fluffy's doing good. We went to the river today. He's able to get up on his own, do pretty good. He got into the van, get out of the van. He's working the ramp. I got to get a wider ramp. The one I have was for Sonia. It's a little bit too narrow, but he does come down halfway of the ramp. He gets pretty sore. He gets tired. He came in the door and he just plopped onto his bed, but he's doing better. He's able to get up on his own, and once he's up on his own, he's able to do his thing. No running. He cannot run. He can trot a little bit, but he's just been getting so sore. So we've really got him heavy duty on the CBD. We've got a couple of other things, some enzymes and stuff coming in. I'm going to be doing, I got a massager. I always massage the dogs, but now I bought a heavy duty pro one. And he's been getting like an hour to 2 hours of massage every day, pretty much. And I'm a massage therapist, so I mean, I know what I'm doing there. So he's doing good. He is on the right, he's making forward progress, which is, as you can tell, I feel a lot better. And he's been upstairs. He's been able to get up the stairs. I still am going to have to build him some easier stairs to navigate. But I'm getting an estimate on how much they're done, and then I'm actually going to do a fundraiser because I don't have what it's going to cost. It's probably going to cost, $2,000 or something. All right, let's see. I don't want to miss out too much here. Is the Panthers GM? No, I don't. Anthony, the question about if our guy would manipulate the cap. No, I don't see the Panthers doing anything like that. I just don't. You got the kicker for Dallas. You need lots of field goals. Yeah, I'm in one team. I got one fantasy football team, and my laptop froze up in the middle of the friggin' draft, no doubt. So I drafted a kicker. I think Atlanta's kicker. It auto-drafted Atlanta's kicker in like the 4th round, and then it drafted a halfway decent tight end in the 5th round. And then by the time it came back, that might have been 5th and 6th. Anyway, 2 guys on my team were auto-picked because my laptop froze up and I had to reboot it. But it actually worked out. It actually worked out pretty good. It'll be interesting to see how well I do. Let's see. Fluffy, this applies to the Panthers with the depth of the Rangers at wing. I think the Panthers trade for Kako because the Rangers are going to have – No, I think that the Panthers are done absolutely – oh, wait a minute. Let me reread. No. Yeah, no. The Panthers are done making moves right now. You know what I mean? We've got one move left, and that is – a top 4 defenseman if we need it come the trade deadline. That's my thought there. You've got Gallup, so go Cowboys. Right. Yeah, you'd love to have Capo, but at the same point, you got Lamar Jackson at quarterback. Jeez, Raven, I've got Rodgers too. What the hell? Since I'm here, I'm going to put the glasses back on. My team is right here. So my starting lineup is I've got Aaron Rodgers, I've got Joe Mixon and James Robinson at my running back position. My 3 wide receivers are Julio Jones, Devontae Adams, and Chris Goodwin. Kyle Pitts is my tight end that auto-drafted. And my kicker is the guy from Atlanta, Young Ho, and then I've got the Dolphins defense. So I feel pretty good. And if one of my receivers gets dinged up, I do have Jalen Waddle. I got a halfway decent team. I got a halfway decent team. There goes the microphone. I wanted to get, I was lucky enough to get Rodgers and Devontae Adams, so I'm happy with that. He has Mahomes, Brady, and Rodgers. Jeez. Yeah, Kyle Pitts. Hey, that's what happened. They auto-picked me, man. The damn laptop, you should have seen me. Oh, my God. I was having an absolutely apoplectic fit. I was totally melting down because here I am having this really good draft, and the next thing I know, nothing's happening. The whole thing freezes up, so I had to restart it, and I come back, and I've drafted a tight end and a kicker. but I didn't miss out on I didn't miss out on who I wanted after that. My running backs, my backup running backs ended up being a little bit sketchy because of that. Um, my backup running backs actually ended up being AJ Dillon and Kenyon Drake and Ronald Jones, which is not optimal. But I kind of panicked because after it restarted, I saw that the 2 picks had been done for me, and I was like 2 picks away from being on the clock. So I had to see what the hell the damn auto pick did. And then I had to turn off auto pick because it turned it on automatically for me. So we'll see. We'll see how I do. What do you got, Raven? Let's see. Rogers, Barkley, Montgomery, Jefferson, Jones, Kelsey, Gallup, Washington, the Washington D, and Tyler Bass. Yeah, all right, that's decent. That's a decent team. And, I don't know about you guys, but, how after the draft they tell you what your, they give the league predictions in terms of how your draft was and where they think that you're going to end up. They have me at like next to last place, but one of the years that I won a championship in my league, they had me dead last. They said I was going to be dead last. Oh yeah, this is a true story. I forgot I had and I forgot I had the draft totally, and the first 5 games of the season I didn't pay any attention. I don't even know who had auto picked or anything like that. And I came back and I picked it up and I was 0-5. And I made some waiver wire moves and I actually ended up winning the rest of my games and winning the championship in that league. Because it was when Peyton Manning, I had Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison. That's how long ago it was. So, all right, we got some teams coming here. Now I got to put my glasses on if I'm going to read that. All right, let's see. Yeah, Mike. Hey, look, Giants are always good in my book, man, because of what you guys did to the Patriots. You got Jackson, Ryan, Edmonds, Jacobs, Coleman, Moss, Fournette. That's good. Metcalf, Brown, Debo, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Parker, Gallup, and then Raven, your backups. Gaskin. Yeah, I wanted Gaskin. I wanted Gaskin. That was one of the backup running backs. I wanted to snag Gaskin. And that's when the auto thing came when the damn thing froze up. But you got Gaskin, Kirk Cousins, Devontae Parker, Le'Veon Bell. Bell's on the right. Yeah. Yeah, no, that the backup running backs especially, get them when you can get them, man. You know what I mean? Absolutely. Night for Yandel. Only if they take half the salary, but only if they take half the salary is Night for Yandel a possibility. But we're probably going to have to throw in something. I think we have to give him for Toronto. We can't sign him anyway. For Toronto one night. That'd be good. And don't anybody say Tippett, because Tippett's staying. Oh, that was the last little bit of monster I had. So I want to let everybody know about a week before hockey season starts, I'm going to have a Florida Panther merchandise sale live stream. You guys know I sell stuff on eBay. So I'm going to have like a special thing where I do a live stream and I put together some packages and some shirts and some flags and stuff like that. And have some special deals and have some prizes too. So look for that about a week before the season starts because I need to clean the garage and I've got so much stuff. I want some of it to sell. It sells okay on eBay, but I always like to do something special with the stuff right before the season starts. You know what I mean? Yeah, have number 3 retired in the rafters. Yeah, please, no more Yandel. And we're going to get to see him. Look, we're going to get to see plenty of Yandel this year. And I think somebody in the last live stream mentioned that wouldn't it be beautiful if we played, that's what it was. Somebody mentioned, it might have been you, Bud, where if we played the Flyers in the playoffs, how beautiful it would be if like we had an overtime goal scored by Barkov and it was on a Yandel It was on a Yandel giveaway, right? So let me see. Am I going to stay up late to watch the Olympic hockey games? Oh, damn it, Mike. Damn it. Crap. Maybe. Maybe. Damn, I hadn't even thought about that. That is a really good question, because here I am thinking about all the football and all the hockey stuff. But that's a good point. And there won't be football during that time. And the games start at 2 a.m. That might be tough. That might be tough. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for that. You know, that's late. Like, if I could be done with it by 2, that's one thing. But I can't blow up my whole, you know. Let's put it this way, Mike. If somehow this is paying the bills and I don't have to do the eBay stuff too, and I can sleep whenever, then that might be a possibility. But that's tough. 2 a.m. in the morning, man. That's a damn try. That's a damn shame. You know what I mean? Oh, you were just picking a random time. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, it depends on when they are. It depends on when they are. You know what I mean? Is Raven working for you? What, is he trying to get you to pay me to say shit again? Let's see. Yeah, make him say Marchand is better than Hubert. No, we can't drain poor Frank. All right. The dude. In fact, I was looking back at my monetization statistics earlier today, and like 75% of my super chats are Frank. So we can't make it so Frank has to get a second job. I appreciate it when he does it, but I don't want to abuse poor Frank. You know what I mean? I got to get my brother back on these streams too. My brother moved his parents. He's my brother from another mother, by the way. That's why they're different parents. They moved from Miami, and he moved them into. They actually bought a nice house in Melbourne, Florida, where I used to live. So he's fixing it up for them. He's gonna live with them because they're older and they need the help. And he's retired military. He's disabled, and so it's a good situation. But I got to get him back on the streams. But he's been so busy, redoing the porch and everything like that, because he's a Navy CB. So I'm trying to get him out here to help supervise building stairs for Fluffy. He's supposed to be getting me a quote on how much the materials will cost, because I'm going to have to build him a completely different set of stairs so that he doesn't have to use the stairs that are in the house. I want to build him some that are nice and easy, because he's 8. And if he's having trouble now, 9 and 10 and 13, you see what I'm saying? Because everything else with the dog is fine. He's going to be alive a long time. So, all right, can I please read your comment from before, Anthony? Yeah, anytime you need me to shut up, I will. Vincent Catalano, hey, bud. I appreciate you coming out. That's the first time I saw your name here. All right, can I read your comment, Anthony? Let me see. The fantasy website for football that your friend uses. All right, hold on. Let me see. The fantasy website for football that my friend used in the league, he was allowed to get a draft, huge roster. That's why I had 3 quarterbacks. I see. Oh, 4 running backs, 7 wide receivers, and 3 tight ends. God, that's a huge roster. Is it a keep 'em? Was it a keep 'em website? Huh. I've never played keep 'em before. It's always interested me, but then I figure I'm never going to keep going from year to year to year to year to year. You know what I mean? I used to have, there were a few years I had like 3 and 4 teams, and it got really ridiculous to manage. But that's before I was making videos and stuff. So it was like all I was doing was selling online and raising kids. So I needed something to keep myself sane. So Bud, you're announcing a blockbuster trade. All right, I'm listening. Riley, oh, here we go. Riley Smith has a year left on the contract. All right, so you want to have a trade involving Riley Smith. Why would we want Riley Smith back on the team? I'm going to say no right off the bat. If you're talking about Riley Smith coming to the team, no. Why would we want him? We already have Riley Smith. His name is Frank Petrano. Am I wrong? Really? We already have a guy who's a little selfish, a little streaky. Don't get me wrong. I like Frank. Frank plays tougher. Frank's a tougher player. Don't get me wrong. But the problem I have with what we did with Smith and Marchessault was the Marchessault part, right? All right, let's see. A three-way Eichel trade where Smith will get flipped to Florida with Eichel going to Vegas. Smith is half the salary retained for Toronto and the second traded for playoff. Okay, let's see this again. A three-way Eichel trade where Smith gets flipped to Florida and Eichel goes to Vegas. So you're saying, okay, but why would we do that? Why would we do that? And where? Yeah, I know you got cut off, traded for playoff. All right, well, finish the trade. But why would we want Riley Smith? Yeah, go ahead, bud. Go ahead. More details. But why would we want Riley Smith? Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, I don't know, man. Where the hell would he play? Where the hell would he play? We were ranking their lineups last time, right? Yeah, no, I mean, I hear what you're saying. I would, if we're going to expend trading for Toronto, the only need we have really left possible is that top four defenseman, right? Because remember, we were making the lineups. When we make the lineup for this team, bud, where the hell you could easily make a good lineup without Hornquist and without Joe Thornton. Yeah, you'd rather have Laine than Eichel. Would I rather have Smith or Vetrano? All right, that's a decent question. Probably. Well, that's tough. Maybe. I think Vetrano. Even though I would agree that Riley Smith is probably a little bit better offensively, I think that we need the defense. For a third line winger, I think defensively we're better off with Vetrano. And I'm not a huge Vetrano fan, but yeah, I'd rather have Vetrano. It's close. I know Riley Smith had a hell of a year when he was here, but remember, the team was so bad that season that he was just shooting. He was just shooting the puck. What defender can we afford? Are you saying, Vincent, what defender can we afford to give up? You'd offer up for Toronto, Denisenko, and a first. Are we talking about for Laine? Yeah, but we still need a D-man, right? No, we don't need Eichel. Jeez, we're so good at center right now. Especially, guys, look, if Lundell, to get a defender, what defender can we get? I'd like to get Ekholm. If the need arises, right? If the need arises, that's the name that I would like to see. But right now, I mean, obviously we don't need any forwards. You've got Ekblad's going to be with Weegar, and you've got Gudas. Let's see. Gudas will probably be with Forsling, and that's your top four. So really, when you start looking at throwing in, getting a top four guy, you'd maybe put him up there with Forsling and move Gudas down, and maybe none of ours, the odd man out there. I wasn't happy with how he played in the playoffs last season. Yeah, Manson, Ekholm, Giordano, and Lindholm. Those are the guys. Those are the four guys. Absolutely. But let's just let it play out, because if we don't, now let's look at it from another point of view, right? I mean, we're still right now the second pair we assume is right. You don't like Gudas on the second line. All right, so I can hear that. And that would be the guy. But we don't know how he's going to pair up with Forsling, right? So what are we going to have? 50 games, 55 games or something before the trade deadline. Let's see how that works out. I have no doubt that Zito will go get somebody if we need, right? And then look, if we have to trade over Toronto to get somebody, you're going to have a fresh Hornquist. I still don't know where Hornquist is going to play. I made the lineup when I did the video with Stu talking about Forsley. No, it was the Patreon video we did. We made the lineup, and then we made our fourth line, and the fourth line we really want is Achari, Lomberg, and Marchment. And then you go, well, where the hell is Hornquist going to go? There's no room, right? There's no room there. So I think, let me see. You don't think Gudas should shoot more? I would like to see him shoot more, but can he? Here's the thing with Gudas. He's got a heavy shot, okay? So if he shoots and he misses and the puck does that or around the boards and out the other way, is he going to be fast enough and agile enough to to stop, if the opposing guy gets the puck, is he going to be fast enough and agile enough to to keep up with the guy? He's going to pull a Yandel, you know what I mean? Yeah, Raven, I'm going to go to 810. That's exactly what I was figuring. I go to 810. I'm not a monster. I should have put more liquid in there. Yeah, 810 I'm going to go to, Raven. I would like to see him shoot more, Frank, but I'm concerned about, how many times have we seen it, especially like when Vetrano shoots and he misses and the puck just goes around the damn board and it's out. And, with Bobrovsky in net, I'm not real confident about what happens when there's a breakaway. So let's see. I just saw something here I wanted to see. All right, so between Vetrano and Achari, who's not going to be on the team? Right. That's a good question. I said earlier, I would be mildly surprised if both guys are on the opening night roster. Not that I want to get rid of either one of those guys, but there's only so much room. I don't think that we're going to trade Vetrano until the trade deadline, and we may not trade him. He is a good player. You never know what's going to happen. If he's having a good season, if he's a little bit more consistent, we may not want to get rid of him. I think for right now, though, with Hornquist and with Thornton, that definitely says to me, that's to push Achari in one shape or form or another. You know what I mean? Especially the Thornton thing. I think they're going to split games. I think they're going to do everything they can to keep those guys fresh. But at the same time, Achari's making not a lot of money, but this is his last year, right? Achari, 20-goal season. Well, I wish. Hey, Peyton, thanks for coming out, bud. 2D, man. I don't know, man. I mean, what's the bottom pair? Well, that was the kicker was Montour. So we just gave Montour that contract. It's a very tradable contract, though. Okay, it's a very tradable contract. So come trade deadline, what's Ekholm make? What does Ekholm make? Let's look that up because I'm thinking something. Oh yeah, Lundell's on the opening roster, Vincent. Absolutely. What does Ekholm make? Let's look this up. Ekholm's contract. He's in the final year of a 622, so he's making not even $4 million a year. All right, so Vetrano and Achari for Ekholm, and we're even on the salary. Is that a fair trade? I'm thinking numbers wise. You know what I mean? But you say you think Montour is going to do great. Hey, look. If Montour does well, then we're good, right? Yeah, Montour and Gudis would be a hell of a bottom pair. I have no problem with Montour if he's paired with somebody like Gudis. Absolutely. And then you still need somebody for Forsling, and I'm not sold that Navarro is going to be that guy. So I think we all kind of see the writing on the wall where we're going to need one more guy, and it's just a matter of what we're going to be willing to give up to get it. And as long as that person is not Owen Tippett, I'm good to go. Let's see, Mike. The men's gold medal game Sunday, February 20th. Funerary. That's a hell of a. Did I miss that month? Funerary. 12:10 Eastern Standard Time. Son of a. But what day of the week is that? Jeez, that's rough. That means that the game is over and the recap would be up 3 a.m. It's Sunday. I see. Oh, Sunday. Duh. Sorry. Oh, geez. So that means. So, hey, Sunday, February 20th. When's the Super Bowl? When's the Super Bowl? That's close. When is the Super Bowl, man? 2022 Super Bowl. When is the Super Bowl? February 13th. So it's a week before that. All right. I knew it was close. We'll see. I would like to be able to stay up. Certainly, if like the United States is in, might be worth my while to stay up and do that. That would be the late night recap. I'd be in bed by 4:00. If I did my eBay pack and ship, I would have to do my eBay pack and ship during the day Sunday, and then do that. And that might be worth it. That might be fun. I'm definitely up. Ooh, you know what? Too. Hey, Mike. 12 a.m. February 20th. Do you know how cold my basement's going to be? Do you know how cold that basement's going to be? Jesus. They had to do it then, didn't they? Yeah, we'll see. That'll be interesting. That'll be absolutely interesting, So, yeah, there's no Olympic Games on the 13th, right? So, all right, Montour's going to have a good season. You have a feeling. Hey, look. Oh, Barkov. Hey, Frank, if Montour has a good season and turns into a good – and he is good, right? So, I mean, right now, for all we know, guys, we're sitting here assuming that it's going to be Forsling with Gudis. And Q may already have in his head that he wants Forsling with Montour in the second pair. For all we know. And then put Gudis and Navarro on the bottom pair. We sit here and we make the lineups and then coach. Now, coach, like I said, Q is listening to me about Tippett. I confirmed that with him today. He called me up this morning and said he's sick and tired of hearing me bitch. I didn't have to worry about it. So Tippett will be on the second line. But with the pairings, would Forsling and Montour be a little bit light? That might be a little bit light. You know what I mean? I don't know about that as the second pair, but you never know. Yeah, I mean, Gudis and Navarro would be is a good bottom pair, but I'm not sure that Montour and Forsling. That's a lot of offensive defensemen. Boy, I mean, it'd be a hell of a pairing to defend against. And they've got enough speed, so it'd be interesting. Yeah, play Bob on defense. Play Bob. Oh, jeez, man. But Montour has weight and hits. He does, but he didn't seem to use it a whole lot. You know what I mean? How big is Montour? What size is he? Because Forsling's not a small guy anyway. But, guys, the bottom line here is, look at the things that we're discussing and think about how lucky we are at this point. We are at the point where we're discussing who to put with who, and no matter who we're talking about, we're happy with them as a player, and we've even got bench guys that were like, yeah, bring him in, we'll be fine. The embarrassment of riches that this team has compared to where we've been in the past. Just remember, it was not that long ago, people, that Seth Griffith was on the top line, and 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 we were having arguments on Twitter of whether or not it was, it was legit. All right, but let me see. Brandon Montour. I'm gonna look him up here, man. That's his name, right? Yeah, Brandon Montour. It's already in my I don't want, let's see. Brandon Montour is, come on. I'm looking for his size and everything. Let's see here. He's 6 foot, a buck 94. All right. So he's got a little bit of height. That's not small. That's not small. All right. Yeah. Hey, look, that would be you never know what Q's going to do, man. You never know what Q's going to do. I'm just so happy that this is the issues that we have. It's like we've got so many guys. We can make so many different variations of the lineup. It's beautiful. It really is. You think this sounds stupid? We need a guy like Fat Pat, to draw penalties and stuff. No, but I mean, Gudas is supposed to kind of be that guy. I think Q really likes to see this team play 5-on-5, and not that we don't want power plays. Don't get me wrong, but I think if it was up to Q, we would just roll 5-by-5-by-5. You know what I mean? Play 5-on-5. So I hear what you're saying. Gudas last year was surprisingly under control. It wasn't a whole lot of fights. You know what I mean? He did not do a lot of fighting. There were a few times I think some of us were kind of like, come on, do something. And then he didn't, So let's see. What surprise do I think Q will do on the opening roster? All right, Mike, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm getting ready to close up here too, man. All right. Go Cowboys, even though I say 41-17 Buccaneers. All right, so Vincent, yeah, what surprise do I think you would do in the opening roster? That's a good question. Let me think about that for a second. Maybe. I think if there's going to be a surprise that, how about this? One of Lomberg and Marchment gets sent back down. How about that? That would be a mild surprise, but I think that's a doable surprise. I think that would be something that would upset the hell out of me because I like those kids. But to have room for, if either one of those guys can get sent down without having to clear waivers, don't let it surprise you if one of those guys starts in the AHL. So if they go into the playoffs with Ekblad, Weegar, and Forsling, hey, Peyton, now why are we saying that, bud? Remember, Ekblad wasn't here. Ekblad wasn't here last year. So everything, to me anyway, everything that we saw from Weegar and Forsling and Nunavar in the playoffs last year, you have to take with a grain of salt, so to speak, because everybody was playing a role that they were not anticipating playing. You know what I mean? But I'm listening, Peyton. I mean, I those are the three I'm satisfied with. But I can respect a different opinion here. Obviously, what would you rather see? I mean, if we get Ekholm, and you put Ekholm there with the 4, as to fill out the top 4, I think we're good. Frank, Thornton and Horquist are going to play unless they get hurt. Man, I disagree, man. Where? Let Barkov with Verhaeghe and Reinhardt. That's a guarantee, as close to a guarantee as you can get. You got Bennett, and just for argument's sake, let's say Huberdeau and Tippett. Okay? That's pretty much, that's probably going to happen. Lundell with Vetrano and Duclair. Okay, and then the fourth line, I mean, unless you're saying, unless you think the fourth line is going to be a Chari with Thornton and Hornquist, which I suppose could happen. I suppose that could happen. Right. But I agree with you that I don't think Thornton's going to play more than 40 games. Vincent, I did not hear that we promised him anything like that. My thought was that he's going to be splitting with Achari because Achari has been pretty beat up. But that being said, don't be surprised if that fourth line, and I'm okay with it, if it's just like a rotation, just an absolute rotation of Achari, Lomberg, Marchment, Thornton, and Hornquist. Because unless somebody gets hurt, I don't see how Hornquist fits into this top nine. There's no room. The only guy that is even questionable, and that's only because some people want to troll me, is Tippett, right? The only guy that's even questionable on whether their spot in the top nine is pretty much guaranteed, Lundell, obviously, and Tippett. If Lundell is what they say, he's not going anywhere. And right, that's my thought too, Vincent. If we had Thornton and Hornquist on the same line, yeah, but that I've heard, I've been saying it, that either Huberdeau or Bennett's going to get 100 points. That's my guarantee for the season. So, all right, guys, 8:13. I got to run downstairs, get the TV on. I got to get a drink, get the dog situated and everything downstairs. That takes a hot minute. So I appreciate everybody coming out. Hey, Frank, it's going to be fun to see what happens. I mean, look, if you could totally be right. You could totally be right, but we'll have to see. You never know with Q, man. You never know. All right, guys, I got to roll. Thank you guys for coming out. All right, I appreciate it. When you guys see the recap, whether it's tonight or tomorrow morning, please do me a solid and share that sucker so I can build the football base up, okay? Really appreciate it, guys. I will see you guys later on, late tonight.